If you let me live today, I swear, every one of the ISA's dogs, and every last tacit discord, I'll turn these lands white with your bones.
So he wants to kill all corrupt officials and every has the Discord. I mean, again, that's what we knew. He was very murder heavy. Not like murdering normal people, but he wants blood.
So, do you seek vengeance?
In violence shall I end the pleasure born of violence.
A Threnodian is no easy kill.
My flock, the faithful of the Order, and the wandering righteous one, they shall prevail.
They call you Rover. You are not without a home. You are a blade with a sheath. Those who stand by you are your home, your sheath. They will fight for you, and you for them. Maybe one day.
You will.
Last time we finished off the Chuyin blind samurai dude's story quest. It was actually really good, and it helped tie in things that we needed a little wrap up for. But now it's time to continue with the Luuk quest, which of course takes place right after we lose Imeth. Which, yeah, let's go back into Depression Place.
Has she been staying here to recover?
Yes, the possible Fraxidus member.
How are you recovering from your injuries, Nabora?
Yeah, Miss... Oh, over here, everyone! As you say to one person. And also does the classic Fraxidus arms outstretched pose. I didn't say it back then, but I was thinking it.
Oh.
That I was suspicious of her.
It's you. Rover. Yes. I'm feeling much better. Dr. Herson took very good care of me. I just did what he said and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now. Are you here to visit him?
Yes, we have something to discuss. Is he here?
He's in the counseling room next door. My friend Sigrika is in there. It might take a while, huh?
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
Why would the Grandmaster be trying to play as a... wait, no, he already played as a little girl once. What's the difference of a teenage girl? I can't read that. That's Doctor's handwriting.
I think you can have more faith in yourself, Sigrika.
Faith in myself.
You see, people can be more perceptive than you might realize, including those you care about. So try not to take everything to heart. Go a little easier on yourself. Good or bad, true or false, these things have a way of coming to light. And as your friend Denia said, sometimes a little distraction is good for your health.
Yeah. I'll give it a try. Thank you, Dr. Herson.
You're welcome. Again, don't push yourself too hard. I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? And that'd probably go on for a whole week.
Huh? Is it really that obvious?
Only my conjecture. Would you like some candy? Sweets help keep a smile.
Sure. And is it okay for me to come back some other time, Dr. Harrison?
Is Dr. Hurson's, like, spirit animal Candy Cadet?
Why, of course. Feel free to visit my office anytime, Sigrika.
Man, she's probably like, oh, there's that crazy person again.
So, about that exostrider plan you mentioned, let's get into it.
All in good time. Let's start with something lighter first.
Something lighter?
Any topic at all. But let's slow the tempo a little. You're too eager. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too. Here, a piece of candy. It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
No thanks.
I understand your anxiety over Imeth's situation. You've always held her dear, but it's taken more out of you than you realize. Things are best taken one step at a time. The Exostrider hasn't awakened yet. The key is to pace ourselves. Slow and steady, right?
Okay, you're right. Let's table the Exostrider for now. Let's talk about you, Luke. I trust Imeth. What we experienced together proved she was telling me the truth. And there's a connection there I can't ignore. But you and me? We might be strangers in passing who became confidants, as you put it. But it feels like every conversation we've had just skims the surface. I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect the entire Lahairoi region.
Point taken. It seems a proper introduction is long overdue. Please, ask me anything. I'll answer as candidly as I can.
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. But I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
Imeth said she didn't know you well, but that I could trust you. You also know about the bond between me and her. How?
Imeth is a sharp girl. Even though you never introduced me to her, she could read between the lines of your actions. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. But she's proven to be even more stubborn than you are. After you left Lahairoi, she came to see me a few times in the name of counseling. To learn about you.
You didn't tell her anything.
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in the High Roy. You didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line of work. She later stopped these visits after realizing that. Still, I really hoped she would have opened up to me more. You both tend to keep things to yourselves, and that's never good for anyone.
One last question. What did you mean I had other tasks for you?
That is a key topic, but not suitable for discussion here. The Space Trek Collective is backed by a number of different nations and powers. Their internal politics are of no concern to us. There are many watching eyes among the support staff. The infirmary is, after all, a public space. Why don't we take this somewhere more private?
To where?
I have a place in mind. Just come with me, Golden Girl.
More personal business to attend to again, Dr. Herson?
Just a quick break, Nana. Mind holding down the fort? The next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor. Do try to return in one piece.
Don't worry. I have her with me today.
Who's watching? Who's waiting? Who's trying to get the big scoop that they don't need to get?
Sundermere.
Yes. I keep a small workspace of my own here.
Whoa, where am I going? Hold on, I know how to make this like... Hold on. Wait a minute, this doesn't seem right. Something's not right here. How do I get to that again? How do I get to the radio? I don't remember. Something's not right here. Wait. This music is not correct. Sorry, I know we're in the middle of, like, important stuff, but I need to know something here.
Huh.
Oh, it's not on my thing. I knew it wasn't. How do I get back to it? Where's my thing? Yeah. Ah, let's make it sad now. Or not that one. There we go. Now I gotta... No, I can go to the boss and jump my way over. It doesn't matter. I got it back on my playlist.
I shall bear witness.
Oh god, hold on, wait. No. How far do I gotta go till I can use the damn bike? There we go, finally. you serious? Okay. Yeah, I guess if you delete the game and re-download it at any time, it's not gonna be defaulted onto your playlist.
Leave them to me. Let's not waste any more time. Game over.
He said that so bored. Like, he was so bored as he said that.
Checkmate. The show begins.
Does it? He was still alive.
The Exostrider's sword emits a unique frequency. It shields my workspace from most long-range detection methods.
You picked a good spot.
Hold on, I'm sorry. It sounds... I probably should just do this. Like, they'll mostly use, like, the trial characters anyway. Bro, he walks so much faster. I'm trying to keep up with him, but I can't. Man, female Rover looks really good in the school uniform, though. Male Rover... It's just... For female Rover, it's actually, like, an entirely different outfit. But for male Rover, it's kind of not. It's just, like, almost a recolor, if you think about it.
This is what a secret room is about. Now, where were we? Let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. You asked me to come to Lahai Roy to watch for any Fraxidus activity. Warren was the first Fraxidus mole you uncovered, and he certainly won't be the last. Think of the Space Trek Collective as a web of competing powers. It's as much a haven for independence as a playground for agendas. An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarm and the potential for technological breakthrough. Lahai Roy is a gold mine, even for the Fraxidus.
You're saying the fall of Helios wasn't their real goal?
It was one of several. After your journey in Huanglong and Renacida, I'm sure you've come to realize their true aim.
The Trinodian. Aleph 1.
Correct. Given the Threnodian's unique nature, it's sure to catch their attention. Moreover, Aleph 1 is closely linked to the Strider Gate, which may be our ticket to outer space.
Spying on the Fraxidus is risky. Why would I have chosen you for this task?
Well, that is a bit of a long story.
Okay, have you seen what that man can do?
You've always preferred to see things for yourself. Please, follow me to that table.
I don't think he meant to stand on the desk. What the hell? You examine the transparent container, which appears to have some kind of liquid inside. There is a golden hue quietly contained inside. You realize it looks identical to the blood that flowed from Luke's hand during your fight in the space station.
The golden serum, developed by the Naviale group. I prefer its other name, Ichor.
Ichor, Echor, all the same.
My father started it as a medication for rare diseases. But as research progressed, it came to represent something far more ambitious. The drug of evolution.
Evolution. Sounds like something the Fraxidus would like.
Well, on paper it worked. I became its resonator, so it would be unfair to say it was entirely useless. But I was a rare case who survived. All it cost me was excruciating pain and my colored vision. Most test subjects like me didn't make it. It wasn't until I met you that I realized there was more to the story. The rest is in my study, shall we?
Manbury said, welcome to my room. Drawing of a family. You're telling me man had a brother? The picture is a child's drawing of a family, rendered in a simple, earnest lines. A father and an older and younger brother, each one wearing a big, happy smile. On the back of the framed picture, a scribbled note reads, "Always happy, Ryan Hersen." It must have been drawn years ago, but the frame is carefully preserved and shows little wear.
My brother Ryan drew this picture. We're not related by blood. Father took us both in after his own children passed away from a rare illness long ago. Ryan never could handle pain. He was easy to cheer up. Whenever the grown-ups would give me candy, I'd save it all for him.
So that's why he always has candy with him.
For a while, I tried to be the perfect son Father wanted. It never worked. So eventually I stopped trying. It only got worse from there. What Father tried to do to Ryan was unforgivable. And then came that accident. I thought what my father did was a rather mundane story. A cliché. Someone trying to atone for past guilt, only to cause greater harm. Until your hints made me suspect it was someone's staged finale. So I had my father's grave exhumed.
Wrong button. You examine the burned page. Many parts of it are illegible due to the burns. It appears to have been salvaged from a fire. Judging by the legible contents, it's a report. It mentions Wahiroy and Void Matter, and was originally destined for the new Federation. At the bottom of the report, you find a signature, the Fraxis insignia.
The entire Lola logistics carrier was already blown to smithereens by the time I recovered this page. I managed a quick glimpse before the fire consumed most of the page. It is a report from an overseer.
A Fraxis Overseer's report on its way to the new Federation?
Yes. Tucked away in a Lola logistics delivery box. The recipient is Eris in the new Federation.
Those 3 items you just showed me. Did the Fraxidus get into Naviale's work after learning about the Icar's potential for evolution?
They didn't just get into our work. They went a step further. Replacement. Have you ever met the Fraxidus' Grand Architect?
The thousand-faced survivor. We met near the Styx Lake, deep within the Dark Tide.
I keep calling him Grandmaster.
Wait. Does this mean your father was...
Yes. My father was just another face the Grand Architect borrowed. Though looking back now, I can't recall the moment the real him was taken.
Jesus Christ. Can you imagine just living your life and then one of these days you have no idea, but your loved one has just been taken, killed, and someone is actually just in their place? It's not really them. It's someone wearing them. Oh my god, dude. If the Grand Architect pulls some shit like coming out as Imith, ooh.
I think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Father was even smiling in his coffin as we buried him in that downpour. So, that's your answer. Why did you choose me? Because I have a very personal reason to go after the Fraxidus. Hatred.
Hatred. Even now?
Now, it has become something of a habit. Continue this train of investigation and you'll see for yourself what they are. But before you do, there's something I should share. My friends in the Black Shores told me you've already had a few run-ins with certain overseers. Is that right?
3. Cristoforo, Frolova, and Scar. plus the Grand Architect you mentioned.
Ah, those names do ring a bell. Frolova is codenamed Hecate. Cristoforo? Arachnos. Intriguing, isn't it? The flair they have for their own branding, but it's a telling detail. The codename can reveal its owner's style, personal tastes, and even ambitions. Think about it. A powerful resonator who causes chaos at random leaves no trail to follow. But give them a preference, a pattern. We can start to build a profile from the pieces. I've been compiling reports on the Overseers for years. Allow me to share what I've learned so far. I've reactivated your access. You'll find the door controls right over there.
Huh.
The Fraxidus is loosely organized. Most of its members have only undergone basic, artificially induced body modification. They're not terribly difficult to neutralize. But if you encounter artificers with more creative modifications, you're likely looking at the handiwork of Hydra. Hydra is their leading mind on human evolution and body modifications. Whoever they are, they often work in tandem with Siren. In other words, if you spot one, be on guard in case the other is lurking close by. Zashiki Warashi won't require much of your attention. This overseer primarily operates in Ashinohara, a region that's been largely destroyed by the Lament.
Fucking... I wasn't expecting him to randomly pull out that name, Shashiki Warashi. Like, what the... Almost feel like, how much can you say Nope, never mind. I was gonna say, can you say Shashiki Warashi 5 times fast? I failed immediately.
Ashinohara. I've heard of it somewhere before.
The girl we had in the infirmary for a while. Chisa, I remember. The city that trapped her, Onami, is part of Ashinohara. Now, on to 2 key pieces of the puzzle. I did say the Fraxidus was a loose organization, but even the most scattered cells still need funding to function. Remember that report from earlier? It's only a matter of time before you go to the new Federation. And based on the intel I've gathered, that's their most critical base of operations. And where you'll find Eris.
So New Federation is when we're gonna be hitting shit real big. I mean, again, New Federation just sounds like absolute hell.
How critical? Do they operate in the open?
Not exactly. But in a place where money talks, they must have members in the highest echelons of government and business. Key members. Their foothold in the new Federation has given them immense leverage. With that endless stream of wealth, the Fraxidus operates with impunity across the planet. Speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily funded by the new Federation. To be blunt, they're the Space Trek Collective's single largest donor.
Eris, huh? Duly noted. I'm assuming the other key piece is the Grand Architect.
The Fraxidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities. Real people, legendary beings, and even the phantoms of the dead from others' memories. I did brush shoulders with them once. It was a shame. I had no idea at the time, and missed my shot. This pen was the only thing I brought back from that great fire. I have yet to decipher the lettering, but it shows one thing for sure. The Grand Architect has been around for a very, very long time. It's a pity you called me to the High Roy. Otherwise, I would have continued following that trail. But you always have good reason, right?
You uncovered all this by yourself?
More or less. I did have some help along the way.
To get your hands on one of the Grand Architect's personal items, you did more than just follow a trail. You infiltrated them.
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
Knowing the Fraxidus, stealing all that intel on the Overseers is risky, no matter how loose they are. Each infiltration will only be more dangerous than the last. Luke, how can a doctor who doesn't value his own life save anyone else's?
You know, this is the second time you've said those words to me.
They got away again. If I hadn't been so cautious, I could have taken care of them this time. I should send today's findings to her. It's been 2 years. I suppose I'm due for a report.
Good, you got the intel. Would have been a shame if I got myself killed for nothing. You want me to go to the High Roy? Why?
There's evidence of their activity in the High Roy. I need you to keep an eye on things. And frankly, you need a break.
Now is not the right time.
You've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time? How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like this, and you'll be no different from them.
Not pulling any punches, are you?
Trust me, that's only the warm-up. The High Roy is a nice place, Luke. Bright, passionate students, beautiful snow. Perfect for slowing things down. Listen to me on this. Come.
Very well. As you wish. So I've led a leisurely life in the High Roy ever since? No need to worry. I know my limits. Let's set aside the Fraxidus for now.
Damn it.
We should discuss the Exostrider plan. But first, tell me what happened to you and Imeth in the Frostlands.
Alright, I guess we're gonna have to stop that there.
Every night I will save your life, and every night I